Are you tired of studying for hours but still not getting any results? You actually want to study. You want good grades, but you just don't know how to study in a way that actually works? Well, same. And today, I'm about to make studying feel 10x easier with 6 science-backed study hacks that will finally help you remember what you learn without burning out or spending your whole day with books. The sleep-wake revision trick. So here's a game-changing trick for remembering anything you study. Whenever you learn something, a chapter, a formula, anything, the best way to make it stick is to revise it right before sleeping and then again right after waking up. When you look at it before sleep, your brain treats that information as important and starts locking it into long-term memory while you're in deep sleep. That's literally when your brain organizes and strengthens everything you learned. And then, when you revise the same thing in the morning, your brain is fresh, focused, and ready to absorb, so it reinforces that memory even more. This sleep-wake revision gives your brain powerful signals that say, "This matters," and because of that, you end up remembering it way faster and forgetting it way slower. The brain dump method. Here's another super effective study trick called the brain dump method. Right after you learn something, a chapter, a concept, a lecture, take a blank page and write down everything you remember without looking at your notes. Literally dump your whole brain onto the page. Don't worry about neatness, spelling, or structure, just write whatever comes to your mind. Why this works. When you force your brain to recall information on its own, you're doing something called active retrieval. This is the strongest way to build long-term memory. It's basically telling your brain, "Hey, this information is important, store it properly." And the best part? When you finish the brain dump, you can compare what you wrote with your notes. Everything you forgot or wrote incorrectly becomes your exact weak spot, and now you know what to revise. The pre-study warm-up trick. Here's a simple but surprisingly powerful trick called the pre-study warm-up. Instead of jumping straight into studying at your scheduled time, start preparing a few minutes earlier, even just 5–10 minutes. This means organizing your desk, opening your notes, setting up your pens, maybe even reading the headings of the chapter you're about to study. Don't dive into heavy studying yet. Just get your brain in study mode. Why this works? Your brain takes a little time to shift from rest mode to focus mode. By starting before your actual study session, you're basically giving it a warm-up, like stretching before a workout. This reduces procrastination, improves focus from the very first minute, and makes it easier to retain information. The study map trick. Here's a crucial trick called the study map. Before you start studying, don't just open your book and dive in. Take a few minutes to plan exactly what you're going to do. Decide which topics you'll cover, how much time you'll spend on each, and what method you'll use, whether it's reading, making notes, doing a brain dump, or solving problems. Why this works? Your brain actually works better when it knows the destination. Without a plan, it wanders, wastes time deciding what to do next, and you end up feeling tired without real progress. By mapping out your study session, you create a clear path that keeps your focus sharp, prevents procrastination, and ensures you cover everything important. The Teach It to Me trick. Feynman Technique. This trick is called the Teach It to Me trick, based on the famous Feynman Technique. The idea is simple. After learning something, try explaining it in the simplest way possible, as if you're teaching it to someone else, a friend, a sibling, or even an imaginary audience. You don't need a real person. Just speak out loud or write it down like you're giving a mini lesson. Why this works? When you explain something, your brain switches from "I think I understand this" to "Can I explain this?" That shift is powerful. If you can teach a topic in clear and simple language, it means you've understood it deeply. But if you get stuck, confused, or start using complicated words to cover gaps, that's your brain showing you exactly what you need to revise. This method exposes weak spots that normal reading never shows. The Focus Burst Method. Pomodoro Technique. This trick is called the Focus Burst Method, also known as the Pomodoro Technique. Instead of forcing yourself to study for long, exhausting hours, you break your study time into short bursts of deep focus followed by small breaks. The idea is to work with your brain's natural attention span, not against it. Why this works? Your brain can only maintain full concentration for a limited time. After around 25–40 minutes, your focus starts sliding, and you absorb less even if you keep reading. By studying in short, intentional bursts, you reset your brain before it gets tired. The breaks prevent burnout, keep your mind fresh, and make long study sessions feel much lighter and more doable.